YouTubes to my channel of an everyday life of an Aspie. As you're following me right now, if you have been, we did the first part of the series of the tag with the sister tag. This is going to be a part 2 with my lovely assistant here, and my sister, of course, sharing our life memories and a bit of laughter and jokes, hopefully along the way, to entertain you so that you can get to know her and I inside out. Anyway, and all further ado, basically, guys, I welcome you newbies. Hopefully you've learned something along the way if you've just landed on the channel for the first time today, and also basically for the oldies, thanks for your support, and hopefully we can continue supporting each other throughout this time period while we're on this tube community together. So in all further ado, this is the second part of the Get to Know Me tag challenge, or shall we say the Sisters tag part 2, and we'll begin now. So question number 1, how and when did you meet?
I said that, but we were talking about it, I don't remember. We were basically brought up together because you being the oldest.
Oh, here we go. Me, oldest. Hey! I don't think I got into right years as yet, but yeah, as you guys know, I'm 29. But I'll elaborate to just make it a bit more entertaining, folks. Basically, yeah. Well, I'm 29. How did I meet and when did we meet? Well, she and I were born in Waikato Hospital, but technically our place town is supposed to be Te Awamutu, and I'll elaborate further. Basically, well, she was in the hospital. We'll put it nicely, hospital, and yeah, that's how we met. All right, number 2. What's your favourite memory together?
Going to the Aquadome, but I can't remember where it's located.
Aquadome is in Road of Vegas.
Oh, Road of Vegas. No, you had to darken light.
Don't say that. Right, my favourite memory together as a sister would be too many, since we get up to mischief like sisters or brothers do, you know. But one is like when we got shout out from Telecom a few years back, basically when we went to Napier Hastings, basically, and went to Splash Planet. And also same memory here of the Aquadome when we were in Road of Vegas.
With mum's getting popped on the head from the seat.
Yeah, that's another. No, that's a funny moment that's supposed to be on this question. But anyway, number 3. Describe each other in one word.
Funny.
Okay, funny. Okay, describe that word funny. And what terms am I funny?
I'm not going to describe it to you.
Let's try. Come on.
Sense of humour. Well, if it's a funny sense of humour.
Right. Each other in one word. This one, she's obviously self-absorbed, or not self-absorbed as such, but she's shy. She's trying to come out of her shell a bit more. So all ups to her with her shyness. She's trying to get out of it, despite the personal situations that sometimes arises between us. Right. Number 4. What's your dream job?
To be with kids.
Okay, she's always wanted to be a childcare assistant, in other words, or babysitter, or whatever you want to call that.
Childcare.
Anything revolving around children. We'll put it nicely for her. My dream job, basically, as you guys know, basically, or know already, is basically just helping people in and outside the YouTube community. This is basically when I used to vet nurse. I haven't shared this part. When I was vet nursing, my dream job was basically while I was studying as a vet nurse in Polytech in 2009 to 11. Basically, I wanted to be working around the big cats, since I'm a lover of cats. So I wanted to be overseas working with the wild cats. Number 5. What's your favourite makeup brand?
I don't really that much makeup, but
Some of the cheap stuff, was it?
Some of the cheap stuff that with colour code.
It's not Kiki or anything like that, was it? From memory?
It was some
Kiki
sort
or
of
cheap?
with moisturiser in it.
No, okay. We can't remember off the top of the head, but if we can find the makeup brand, maybe I can show it in the next video over. Since, all about the makeup versus the cleansing and stuff is on here somewhere in this tag. But that will be more so. My favourite makeup brand, if it wasn't a makeup brand, because I know for a fact Nivea is not a makeup brand, they're all about skincare stuff, that's been good for my skin. But if it's makeup for me, what's been good for me at the moment is I've noticed some of the L'Oreal Paris, even though I can't afford it at the moment. I like some of the L'Oreal Paris brand versus this other one that I bought just recently through Kmart of Australia's been good for my skin. So we'll go for those two for me. Okay, number 6. What is something that annoys you about the other person?
That was the one I got stuck on.
Like Mum reckons, the nagging of the older sister telling her to hurry up and get out of the bed, hurry up and, get out of the shower, because obviously this one here thinks I take forever in the shower while I'm back at home. Meanwhile, it's a different case for me, because obviously when I'm actually, not at home at this place I'm in while I'm recording here for the change of scenery, I'm a different kettle of fish. It only takes me 5-10 minutes to get ready in the morning, because I don't need to wear any makeup. As you can see, as I said in my last video, I've got too much information. No makeup on whatsoever today. I only wear it on special occasions.
That's what I forgot. Special occasions.
Right, so
I forgot that special occasion.
Okay, we'll add that into that video that you guys saw in the first part of the channel. That noise is going to pick it up. But anyway, so you can't think of anything that annoys you? I can't think of anything that annoys me right now. I'm sorry for disappearing right now in the quick of the moment, spur of the moment when it had the interruption. One thing that annoys me about the other person would be, I don't know really, to be honest. I don't. Number 7. If you could go anywhere in the world together, where would it be and why?
Overseas. Anywhere overseas.
Name one place you think that we would like to go together and why. I can think of a few places.
Australia.
Why?
Because I've been told there's good stuff in Australia.
Okay, she thinks Australia. I was thinking somewhere along the lines of like, since I'm a like music/fashion kind of freak, as well as science, all about somewhere in America versus New York City, where all the fashion comes together, as well as the music in New York City, I think, from memory, and some other part of America. So yeah, I can't remember the actual place there, but yeah. Okay, number 7.
What? Oh, you got a liner.
Just carry on. Number 8. Favorite inside joke.
My favourite inside joke would be... Favourite inside joke? What was it? What was that joke I made out of the Avatar?
I don't know. You tell me in the audience.
I can't remember.
And the lights getting a bit.
I can't remember.
We're going to have to bring ourselves up a bit more. Hi, folks. Now you can't see me in the picture. Shit. Hi. Sorry about this, guys. I'm trying to rearrange the lighting. As you can see, while I'm using my new webcam, I'm still testing it out. So please forgive me as I'm continuing on these questions, because obviously at this point of time, I've been trying to find my tripod stand, and I messaged a couple of people that I thought would be around, but someone said it's not. So bear with me on this. I'm still getting used to this.
Number 8 now.
Thing. Okay. My favorite inside joke with my sister.
When you did a prank call one time.
Yeah, I did a prank call one time trying to, pretend I'm someone that's saying that the debt collector saying basically that her debts is overdue, and basically that freaked her out, and she's like, oh my god, are you for real? Who am I actually really speaking to? And I had to reveal after 5 minutes, going on and on as I do on the phone, as always. And it's like, oh my god, what did you do that for, sis? I want to like punch you as I do. So
I just remembered that. That's the one I remembered.
Okay, both of our inside joke was she together. Okay, number 9. Who takes longer to get ready in the morning? Oh god, here we go. It reverts back to the one of
It depends, yeah, because it depends in different circumstances.
You think?
Because sometimes when you're home.
Let her elaborate, and I'll elaborate on my version uptake on how long.
Sometimes when you're home, you do take long, because when you're supposed to go places, and then tell you we're going. Yes, you don't. I don't take long.
Okay, let's really elaborate here. I don't usually, like I said before, I don't usually take long in the showers. Okay, what she means here is, I basically, what's the word I'm looking for? I am at the moment, while I'm at home seeing my family. Okay, like, okay, I don't have that much appointments in that as such as I have way back where I am based at, where you see, well, I've been sitting in my room of the other current location, which I'm not describing where I'm living. People may know already, even though we'll just say New Zealand. But what I'm saying is here is this, yeah, she's right in certain situations. It depends on that. That for both of us, I guess it will depend on that. But we don't like being rushed, us two, obviously, when it comes down to getting ready in the mornings. So I think we're a 50-50 split there. But basically, we could both be longer in one retrospect versus the other. So, like, you know, if it's no special occasion why we're going out, or a meeting or appointment that we're supposed to be attending to, then basically maybe we can just casually just mind our own business and take a while longer if we want to make sure we can, you know, express ourselves or impress ourselves inside out. That could be a right one to say. Now, number 10, favourite season.
Favourite season?
Do you know the seasons? Do I have to
No,
remind you
I
the full season?
I don't know them.
Spring.
Spring.
Spring. Okay, favourite season and why? I was supposed to say, but
favourite season because I like to how if everything's a new beginning.
Okay, she thinks spring, like, she thinks similarly on my retrospect on spring. Spring for us too obviously represents change, new beginnings, and basically forgetting the old, bringing in the new somehow one way or another, be it if it means that, for example, like I'm learning now with me, you know, if I'm in a relationship, or I was in that current relationship that was, or previous relationship before this current one, basically, as I shared briefly, that, you know, new beginnings, try and, you know, not to drag the baggage or whatever inside that relationship, and actually just go with the flow and hopefully get to know, you know, that person more inside out. So for me, if you guys are asking my favorite season, this one's a hard one. Even though she likes spring like me, I like a bit like my year of birth where it falls into autumn. Autumn also for me represents basically, in a retrospect, just a change of colours and scenery and that. Like, even though we know, you know, the fall season's all about change anyway, due to the, you know, temperature versus whatever it does in its cycle. But autumn in a sense for me, because it just reminds me, like, I can walk along the pathways with those heap pile of leaves, and just basically looking at certain flowers that is trying to blossom out in autumn versus spring. So it's a bit of a 50-50 split, autumn and spring. Okay, so did you want to add something? Don't worry about the time.
No, next one.
Anyway, question number, what are we?
11.
Favourite song and why, maybe we'll add to that as well.
As I said to you, part.
If we did part 1 with that favourite song,
it's to do with Eminem, because I know people that can relate to the song, and I'd like to sing a full stop because he's got a good life story background.
Like many singers do when they bring out their songs.
Yeah, because people can relate to them.
Well, with me, for my favourite song at the moment, as I said in one of my videos, I think it was in my Get to Know Me, or just previously my 15 random questions that's going to be posted up sometime soon, is for my one is, and why is at the moment, Today Is the Day, Pink. Because obviously, as we know, we should be seizing today like no other, because, you know, you never know what tomorrow will bring, obviously. So just take every day as it comes, basically, and just being able to enjoy the moment, seize the moment when we can. That's how I'm looking at how Pink may have illustrated it in the song Today Is the Day. So if you haven't heard of that song, feel free to basically maybe YouTube it up and actually listen to it, and maybe have your own definition about it, because everyone, as I said before, has their own differentiations of certain style type music that I like listening to, as well as other views and stuff along the way that I've been sharing so far in my journey with Asperger's syndrome. So bear with me on that. Okay.
That's how
Okay, here we go. This is the one I think we shouldn't be answering, but we'll have to be honest about it.
No, don't answer that one.
No.
Because it's too hard to answer.
Well, we'll just answer as honest as possible because that's what it's all about, honesty and transparency. As I said in day one in my honesty tag of my social anxiety and anxiety.
That's what I do.
Anyway.
I am too honest with people.
You're going to have to blurt that out. Anyway, number 12 was the one that we were going to miss out, but we'll add it anyway, since my friend will not forgive me if Melsy's watching this, since she's the one that's been recommending some of these tags, videos, ideas. So big ups to you, Melsy. What is it like being sisters with someone who is obsessed with YouTube?
As I said to you before, it's too hard to explain.
Okay, she thinks it's too hard to explain. Maybe I can try and elaborate and hopefully maybe I don't break down and weep about it. Which is...
But I do. Hide the mask.
Like I said, trying to hide under the mask of my depression, you know, is trying to be serious here.
Well, maybe
but anyway.
Try.
Okay. With me, okay, since she knows I'm the one out of us two doing the YouTube channel myself, bringing it in, sharing my life stories in there, maybe she's feeling, I don't know, like she's not in the spotlight like I am at the moment. Maybe, I don't know. I could be thinking that she's in the shadows. She's in the dark, pretty much. She could feel, I don't know, is that the right word? Trapped. Maybe you feel that in some ways, even though I'm reaching out to others about my conditions and making an awareness, that maybe you feel that you want to do something. You may be feeling a bit pumped up about it and really thinking, oh, I want to do something like this too, like my sister, sharing stories about your life journey.
That's what I asked if I can get help with, and you're too busy.
Okay, so obviously, since we're debating this, it sounds to me she would like to get a channel started up and running, but this has to be all on her own terms, not my terms, because if I start helping her out, basically, as you may know aware, that it might end up involving me and I'll have to bring myself back onto the full screen like we are today. Thank you. Hold up. Number 13 is what? Heels or flats?
I like heels as well as flats, but some heels, as I've been told, I have to be careful of because with a condition I have with my hip,
you have to wear flatter shoes.
Yeah,
because of it. Alright. Okay, well, I'm the opposite. I'm all about heels. Because heels, apparently, as someone said, if he's watching this, he'll know who he is if he is, and I'll humbly apologise in advance. He'll probably think not even Fiona. Here I go, I just voiced out my name again, my real name. But anyway, since that. But to be honest with you, basically, with me, I'm the opposite. Heels, because why do I feel the need for heels? Because apparently I've been told it makes me look younger and like to show off my tush, show off my leg calf muscles, my base appearance, as I said in my last video. My best appearance is my tush and my leg region. Basically, and I thought basically my other region would have been super fine too, since I'm sprouting out. But, you know, I know it sounds crazy here, but
had to make it lively.
So basically, I like heels. Even though I try to make sure it's not too much of a high heel, like some heels I see that really breaks their necks and stuff or trip over, which makes me cringe. I'm trying to not laugh at them when they fall over, thinking serves them right, you know, they shouldn't have worn them in the first place. Like I said in one of the videos about us body images, about us females is in the limelight, being more appreciated about having to be the next size 8 figure versus everything else we have to dress up in to impress not just the member of the public maybe, but maybe to try and get our boyfriend's attention and whatnot to show off our, you know, best features. Anyway, number 14, before I blabber on, is pants or dresses.
Pants mainly.
You're a pants person?
Because with dresses, I don't know what ones suit.
Okay, well, I'm a bit of either in this question. For me, if you want to know me, I'm basically like, this would depend, like, well, mainly I've always been trying to be a girly girl now ever since I was little. I think from memory, if my memory serves me right, I used to be a tomboy. I used to be, you know, basically in boys' clothes.
That's right.
And I basically, to this day, I still do, because I humbly apologize again to this person who keeps leaving his clothes in my house. I'm wearing his clothes right now with his hoodies that I love, even though he says that a couple of them suits me. I'm not sure if that's 100% true, but if you guys see me in one of those hoodies, give me a comment below, you know, once you see it in one of the videos over. Anyway, number 15, favorite animal.
Too hard to say. I love all animals.
Yeah, we're an animal lover at heart. We both love animals. So basically, she said it in the first part of the video. Favorite animal was dolphins and cats. I'm all about, you know, cats and that as well. Since, like I said before, like my big dream job before I wanted to help people was basically being out and about with the wild cats overseas and helping them out, sort of thing, as well as basically also helping out, you know, those underprivileged kids overseas and helping them, reaching out, seeing what their lifestyle's like, you know, because as we know, basically, before I continue, basically, even though I forgot to add it into that part about, you know, my favorite dream job or dream job as such as that question, like, we never know what would happen around the corner, be it our life could turn for the worse, or like at the moment what I've seen and what I'm going to share my next vlog over that I've been sharing about the changes in this world at the moment that's basically going on about you know, poverty versus everything else that's going on. It's just really annoying. Anyway, number 16 was, if your house was burning down and your entire family was sure to be okay, what would you save and why?
Cell phone and pets, because pets, you don't want anything to happen, and cell phone, risk of emergencies that I'm supposed to be using more of.
Okay, well, for me, if I had a pet, even though, to be honest with you, I have got 2 fur babies at home, even though I'm home at the moment with the family, as you can see here, the sister's tag. But for me, it would be my fur babies if they were still around, if in case of a fire. Pets will come first before my cell phone or any other technology, even though if it means that, you know, regardless of my, I shouldn't say this out loud, financial situation I'm facing right now, basically, and I can't replace things, that's fine, you know. It's always about my pets first, as well as the family.
As I see pets.
Okay. Number 17, comedy, chick flick, or horror.
What one would I like?
What style movie are you of those 3 that we've picked in there? Great question, Melzy, by the way.
Yeah, people say I'm any.
You're any either? Well, can you think of just the one that you think is the one that will stick out more out of the 3 there?
Comedy, because I like a good laugh. Like this laughing Samoans, I want to go to sleep.
Right, okay. She's like me. I'm all about laughter, as well as, I hate to say this again, for the person that I have been with, chick flicks as well, even though it's like, some of the things he watches, I don't mean to offend him. Like, my other half, even though I was hoping to bring him on, but he might not want to. Basically, I don't agree with him, and we don't like going to the movies much now, because we found out that in the movies, basically, like, there's nothing much decent on that will suit our cuppa, even though at the moment he's waiting on, I think, either League of Legends or Warframe or some movie there that represents a game he plays, versus also that next one I've seen on TV, Teenage Ninja Ninja Turtles.
Oh, that's the classic.
Yeah, it's a classic one. I think that was based in the 80s. That's another thing to throw back in my tag. But okay, but that's basically me. I interchange on those 3, but
yeah, like
maybe I don't watch that many horrors anyway, so not much of a horror person. Okay, 18, BlackBerry or iPhone? Good question.
Does it have to be BlackBerry or iPhone?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Normally I have Nokia. Normally I use Nokia or Samsung's.
Okay, yeah, that's a good question.
But never had BlackBerry before.
I've been told, and excuse my terminology, guys, but this is from someone that knows from experience, even though basically he told me, the one from my Polytech days, I'm not going to mention his name, but he reckons basically BlackBerry are crap. Okay, he recommended me not to get a BlackBerry when I first started getting cell phones. Basically, the year after my Nokia baby one died, basically. So I thought to myself, okay, well, what would you recommend? But many people are now telling me iPhones are okay. You know, even though, again, some other people will think basically it's all about personal preferences, but not just that. But iPhones, especially, is made for people that doesn't know their way around cell phones. It's supposed to be used for dummies, you know, the guide for dummies, you know, certain guide for dummies, be it, you know, Nokia guide for dummies. This is, you know, blah blah. But basically, I think in a way iPhone can be okay, even though like there has been controversy about iPhones at the moment about how it is, you know, how iPhone's taken over the operating system of Android of the or something with Samsung that they copied off. So yeah, next question over is favorite movie number 19.
As people like Fast and the Furious.
As yeah, that reverts back to the first part of the sisters tag, which was Fast and the Furious. She's a big lover of that. With me, as I said before, with me, however, I'm a different kettle of fish. It interchanges. Even though I haven't watched that many movies lately, as I said, because, you know, there's not many that interest me. But last one I liked, even though I wept so much, was
To Write Love on Her Arms and
Just Alice is another one. Even though, yeah, those are the first two I can think of. But there's some other favourite movies. But okay. Okay, number 20. What is something with that you eat?
That's the one I was debating on.
Yeah, that's true, because this one here, my lovely sister, she's like me. Sometimes we have weird taste buds, and everybody's like looks at us. But now I'm trying to cut that down because it's bad enough with my weird taste buds. If I get the weird taste buds going on with me, hello, people will look at me strangely, thinking, "Hello, are you sure you're not? You know what, Karen?" I'm not gonna say that word, but you know what I mean, guys and girls. But with me, favorite food, weird food I would eat. The last time I can recall, even though it's not weird because it's a common thing, is like peanut butter, dried apricots, alfalfa sprouts, and a little bit of cheese, grated cheese.
Oh, I forgot about something like that.
That's what I used to have, but it's the norm kind of thing. It's not weird as such, but then another one, as many people may think this is a weird combination, is Marmite with my whole grain crackers and avocado. That's not weird at all because it tastes alright in my books.
That's not weird if you like.
Yeah, I know, exactly. Like anyway, next question over. Do you guys have anything matching in a way of wearing, or just anything in particular?
We have quite a fair bit.
Yeah, we've got a fair bit that matches. Basically, from what I can recall, every Christmas, even though this is supposed to be in our Christmas tag one, but I'll bring it out now, we tend to get the same kind of Christmas presents to make it fair on both of us, so that, you know, one isn't competing with another, hopefully in a way of whatever the parents can afford at the time for us. So basically, it's all about the perfumes versus
whatever
books. Sometimes if there's books, or sometimes even like some vouchers of some kind that is matching. And yeah, I can't think of anything else. Anyway, what's your favourite TV show? Is the last one. Hooray!
You know that one. Home and Away, Neighbours, Shortland Street.
Yes, too many to list here with this one, like me.
Anything with Aussie forensics.
Okay.
And
sure could have done favourite style kind of TV show, but
yeah, crime and drama.
Okay, mine is, as we know, is something along those lines too. I'm all about CSI stuff, you know, since I'm all about the science versus basically hospital drama stuff, like we shared yesterday, once this first part is up. Another one for me is basically, it's just anything really, but then again, like, we won't bring the, well, I'm going to anyway, so I humbly apologise to the parents in advance, but I won't mention their names. But basically that, so, especially one in particular that gets really uptight about what programs I watch, even though I can relate to Sheldon basically about, you know, something. So I'm into my Big Bang Theory at the moment. So at the moment I've been following him versus like the last one I loved before they I couldn't find out if it's still on. It's Switched at Birth.
Oh, that's that cool one I like.
So that's the one I liked watching, as well as the Fosters. I've been watching as well at the moment. So those are the first two favourite TV shows I can think of besides The Big Bang. So, and all further ado, guys, since I went over time as usual. Thanks for watching, guys. Sort of thing. Thanks for your support. Give me the like for thumbs up for support and encouragement, showing that you're engaging. Comment below would be good for your feedbacks of some of the videos you've been watching. Also, private message me either on Facebook, on AspieAnswersAll, or even on my YouTube channel if you want to private message me just as something to talk about or just something you want to share. Just in all honesty, and also feel free to share these videos around. Do what you love what you do. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your support. Until next time, have a great day.
Stop.